Once you jump into the well, then you realize, oh, whatever I was anticipating, it's not like that. It's something else. Like Tushar wants to improve his English, but he has no idea how actually people improve their English. I'll brick by brick every weekend, I'll tell him how to do that, but he will only improve if he follows whatever I say. Right? Because what mentors can do for you, they can open the right kind of door. Ultimately, you're going to walk the path. You're going to walk down the aisle. You समझते हैं आप इस बात को. So let's discuss a few practical solutions. And first, before discussing everything, let's understand what fear is. Millions of years in jungles versus few thousands of years in all these areas, cities, suburban areas, in countries, few thousand years, but millions of years in jungles. So because of this evolution, because of the survival, human brain has developed itself, right? And these things are important part for survival. Like I just told him, if the bus is approaching towards you, you need someone to give you signal, threat, 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 threat. But when we come on the stage, since in the jungle, we were never able to expose ourselves properly because of the close tribes mein rehte the hum, right? Because of the wild animals. So we were in groups always. When you come on the stage, your brain hasn't evolved that much. So it takes time to understand, oh, that's public speaking. Don't worry. Take it easy. But all those staring eyes, we get nervous. Then because of the prefrontal cortex, we start anticipating. They're judging me. Oh, are they liking my talk or not? Am I looking good? Because we start anticipating. Imagination is powerful, but at times it becomes dangerous. And you're going to learn how to use it to your advantage. You learn brick by brick. So the first and the foremost advice is give yourself some time and understand that public speaking for amygdala, that armor-sized thing inside your brain, it's going to take some time for it to understand that public speaking, okay, public speaking, no problem. That's not that scary, right? But when you're on the stage, all the staring eyes, it's a threat. That's why humans, they get nervous. Oh, something is happening. I don't know what's happening to me. The butterflies in the stomach, start stammering, sweating. All those things happen. Then they have no idea why is this happening. Always and always remember, because of our anticipations, because of amygdala. That's the first thing. Second, now, there are three parts of fear. There are three parts of fear. Abhi, what we are discussing, I'm just helping you to understand why are we afraid, because of our brain, this is a scary thing. We are standing alone on the stage, in the jungles, we were in the tribes, on the stage, we are alone, all those staring eyes, then we start anticipating, what if they don't like my talk, what if they judge me? Then all these things add pressure and we become scared. So three parts of fear. Next slide, please. Yeah, please go ahead. Flight and fight, yes.
So, would the avatar be responsible for that?
Yes, yes.
But doesn't that give us a shot of adrenaline to actually move forward?
Yes. Yeah. Adrenaline is important, but how you use it.
So, would that also make us a step away as well? Like the avatar is responsible for us to tackle the situation.
Fight or flight, yes, it is responsible, yes. Amygdala is absolutely responsible for fight or flight, but then you're going to use your prefrontal cortex whether it's actually a scary situation or not. It's not scary, right? If I'm speaking here, even if I make mistakes, nobody's going to kill me. I'm not speaking in front of Talibanis that they're going to bomb me, right? These are just normal people. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is I might forget my content or I might make mistakes. That's the worst case scenario. Then amygdala slowly starts listening to this anticipation of yours. It's not that scary, not that scary, not that scary. Easy, easy breezy, easy breezy. Right? Now, once you get to know the three parts of fear, perhaps your understanding will become better. Three parts of fear, yes. So first is part instinct. Second part learned. Third part taught. Part instinct, part learned, part taught. What is part instinct? Have you ever observed toddlers? Toddlers have fear of heights. They have, even if they have never been exposed to heights, still they are afraid of heights. Why? They are afraid of reptiles. Have you seen a reptile? Divyansh, have you ever seen a reptile? The big one in the real life? Has somebody seen? I know so many people, they have never seen it, but they're still afraid of reptiles. Have you ever wondered why? They've never seen a reptile, still they're afraid of reptiles. They have never been exposed to heights, still they're afraid of heights. Why? Because we inherit certain things from our ancestors. That's called the collective unconscious. We inherit certain things from our ancestors. Have you ever observed that most of the religions all across the globe, they have got similar patterns? Right? Even if some religion existed or was introduced 3,000 years back or 1,000 years back, they have got somewhere down the line the similar patterns. Patterns similar ही होते हैं in most of the religions. In most of the cultures, they have got similar. कहीं ना कहीं you will find the similar patterns. Why? Because we inherit certain things. Certain things we get from the genes thanks to our parents, right? Certain things we inherit from almost all the ancestors. Isn't it magical? That's the game of Mother Nature. So that's called part instinct, where we inherit certain things. That's why even if babies have never exposed to heights, they are afraid of heights. They've never seen a reptile, they are afraid of reptiles. Right? And it also happens at times in public speaking. So remember, in part instinct, we inherit. Part learned, like when I was in school and I was asked to recite a poem. I couldn't do it. And then I developed fear slowly. Oh my God, first time I couldn't do it. They gave me another chance next year. I couldn't do it either. Right. Oh, then I created those connections. Perhaps stage is not my piece of cake. It's not my cup of tea. Right. One terrible experience that's become part learned. Just one terrible experience. Perhaps you couldn't crack an interview you wanted to crack. Perhaps you couldn't speak good on the stage. You couldn't present your ideas properly. Just one terrible experience. Then you start creating connections. What sort of connections? Oh, that's not my cup of tea. Stage, no, that doesn't belong to me. I think I forget my content the moment I look at people. Part learned. What is part taught? Where people teach you. They say, do not ever talk to strangers. I don't know why do they say so. If you want to be successful, you got to talk to strangers, man. Your customers are strangers. Your startup, what sort of people will come to your startup? Complete strangers. Like just 1 month ago, you were complete strangers to me. So you got to talk to strangers, but we are taught. Never ever take candy from strangers. Strangers are dangerous. That's not true, man. Everything you want, strangers have them. I'm not joking, but we are taught certain things. We are taught to behave good, to be a goody-goody boy, to score good marks. But they have no idea we are also developing insecurities. Right? That added pressure. I want to perform well every time. Right? I cannot fail, man. That's part taught. Fortunately or unfortunately, our society is responsible. I'm not asking you to get rid of society. We need society. All I'm asking you to have, at least have an understanding. That's part taught, where people teach you certain things. Haven't you heard this? That in US, people are mostly afraid of public speaking. In fact, they are more afraid of public speaking than death. That's a complete lie. I can prove it. How many of you have public speaking fear? Raise your hands. Okay, so let me go to Ronit. So Ronit believes he has got public speaking fear, and that is actually a scary thing for him. He believes, like so many people do, right? Like it's written in the books. In US, people are more afraid of public speaking than death. It's in the books. I don't believe it. Let's say this is a gun in my hand, and I point a gun at his forehead, and I ask him to give a dynamic speech or take the bullet inside the head. What would you do? What would you do? He will speak immediately. Why? Because fear of death is actually more important. That's the real thing. Nobody wants to die. Even if people want to go to heaven, they don't want to die. It's actually a scary thing. Now, where's public speaking fear? Why do people keep having public speaking fear? Because they have got a choice. What is the choice? Oh, if I don't go on the stage, nothing's going to happen. But I think stage is not my piece of cake. If I ask Udit, this is a gun and I'm going to shoot you. You either give fantastic presentation or take this bullet inside your head. He's going to give fantastic presentation. He's going to do the same. Why? Because whenever we humans are not choice, we tend to do better. That's the basic human tendency. तब confidence मेरे में कम है, my communication skills suck. ये सब चीजें चली जाएंगी. All of a sudden, you'll become a confident public speaker because you're going to die if you don't become. Isn't it amazing, human nature? That simply proves what human behavior is. It's full of flaws, but we can fix it. Brick by brick. Our behavior, whatever you feel, it's full of flaws. Right? I'm flawed, you're flawed. We are on the same page. You're not special, I'm not special. I'm the same old decaying creature. As you are, don't be too happy. Right? You took birth, and the day you took birth, you're getting decayed, Divyans. Not only you, everybody. Right? So people don't understand. Why do you say I'm afraid of facing interviews? Why does he keep saying Deepak? This Deepak? Why does he keep saying, oh my God, my communication skills, public speaking. This is a gun, everything will improve overnight. Isn't it true? So it simply proves when humans are not given a choice, they tend to do it. Whenever they are given a choice, they tend to choose the easier one, Sajad. Isn't it true? The way you speak and again, if this is a gun, I point at your forehead. Sajad, get rid of this and forever. He'll never do it. He will never ever do it. Isn't it, Tushar? Why you keep saying I've got challenges with my English, I've got challenges? Because you have a choice, man. Nothing is going to happen. Even if you say today, I've got challenges, nothing is going to happen, right? He can say it. He has got the freedom. But if you don't have a choice, you'll improve overnight. That's why I always say, whatever you think you are or your challenges are, that's not true. Now, I've just given you proof. That's not actually true. Udit will start smiling. Udit will start talking to beautiful females if there is a gun. Abhi gun nahi hai na unke forehead pe. So, he can choose to be afraid. Beautiful females, sorry. I don't want to talk to them. Because he has got a choice. I had so many choices and I always chose the easier ones. That's what you're doing. So always and always remember, these challenges, not just your challenges, these were the challenges of your parents, of your ancestors, of the humans that have walked on this planet. But we can tackle it by killing the choices. That's the first solution. Kill the choice. If you're afraid of coming on the stage, you're going to come on the stage again and 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 again. You're going to love the stage, man. Have you ever seen me sitting? I don't sit. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, actually, nobody has seen me sitting. Yes, when I'm alone, I sit. But when I'm taking the session, I'm training people, I never sit. Why? I love talking to people. It's just opposite. I had a choice earlier, so many choices, so I didn't do anything. Then life stopped choices for me. There was no choice. Just one choice. No, two. Either improve or perish forever. So I chose the first one, right? Improve. Let's improve now. It's enough, man. Why is he afraid of future technology? Because he has choice to be afraid. AI, after AI, something else will come up, then something else will come up, then something else will come up. This is how this world works. Technology becomes obsolete, right? After 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. I don't know the years, but it becomes obsolete. You're afraid because you've got a choice. Kill the choices, man. You'll do better. So here are the 3 parts of fear. I'm going to discuss the solution. Part instinct, part learned, part taught. Part instinct, the fears which we inherit from our ancestors. Part learned because of our own terrible experiences, right? We couldn't speak perhaps somewhere down the line and we develop that fear. Third, part taught. People teach us this fear. Now, what are the practical solutions? Let's discuss that. Experience, accept, and talk about insecurities and deepest desires. Are you aware of Gautam Buddha? Everybody is aware. People call him Buddha, the enlightened one. आप तो समझते ही हैं, आप तो spiritual guy हैं. What is the enlightened one, right? You observe people a lot. At times fine, at times terrible observation. That's fine. This happens to all of us. So people say when Buddha 2500 years ago sat under that now called Bodhi tree, after Buddha's enlightenment experience, the tree is called a Bodhi tree now. They said there he attained his enlightenment, but nobody talks about how did he attain enlightenment? How did he become enlightened? It's very simple. You only become enlightened by making your dark side aware, conscious, by making the unconscious conscious. That's how Buddha became enlightened. By making the unconscious, there are three layers: conscious, subconscious, and the unconscious. I'm only interested in the unconscious because that's only responsible for our entire development of life, the unconscious mind, not the subconscious mind. Don't read that book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. That's a stupid book. The unconscious. I know some of you might have read, like he's smiling. So that's okay if you have read it. I know Prashant has read it because once he wanted to be a motivational speaker. Then I made him realize motivational speakers, they suck. They don't talk about reality, don't become motivational speaker. He listened to me. He said, okay, I won't become motivational speaker. I'm sorry, you also want to be. I don't want to demotivate you. So the unconscious, so Buddha became the enlightened one by making his unconscious conscious. How to do that, we are not here to discuss. We are not here to become the enlightened one all of a sudden. दो चीजें बोलनी नहीं चाहती, you want to be enlightened one. उठा जाता नहीं, you want to be enlightened one. So I'm not here to discuss that. All I'm saying, first of all, if you really want to tackle your fear, you gotta accept, okay, I've got this problem. That's good. Some of you have accepted, or all of you have accepted. Then you gotta experience it. How do we gain experience? By coming on the stage again and again, by facing certain challenging things, by putting yourself under constant pressure every day, every week. That's what I do to myself. Every week I put myself under constant pressure. Every month, every year. Every year I've given myself a challenge that I'll be doing all sorts of challenging things like skydiving, like bungee jumping, like scuba diving, like all sorts of things, right? Why? Because if you put yourself under constant pressure, right, you tend to perform good. You develop that personality. You start living the unlived life. Do you agree that most of us have got unlived life? The life we actually want to live, and we have been thinking to live that life for a long, long time. Now you will start living that unlived life the moment you decide to put yourself under constant pressure. Accept, experience. Then, next slide I'm interested in. Please, make it quick. Okay. Now let's tackle it one by one. One of the greatest discoveries about human brain is our brain is highly plastic. I'm not joking. I didn't discover that. Whosoever discovered that, our brain is highly plastic. What do I mean? I mean, our brain can completely form new connections in certain things. Why so many people, I know so many of them, they have been trying to improve their communication for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Why do, if you have ever gone on YouTube, of course you have, and you might have observed that all those communication skills videos, they have got millions of hits, right? And whenever I watch these videos, there's nothing in the video. They're talking about same shit ideas, but people watch. They keep watching videos again and again and again, all those, how to improve communication skills, how to build communication, how to speak fluent English. They have no idea. They are doing it all wrong. That's not the way. If you watch certain video, you cannot improve your communication, right? You only improve your communication, or you only become a better public speaker by failing regularly, which people don't understand. That's why I ask you to fail regularly, fail every day, keep failing. Why? If you are trying to improve your communication, and the moment people get embarrassed, they stop talking to better communicators, right? Oh, I get embarrassment after talking to better communicators. ऐसा ही होता है, right? If they make some grammatical mistakes, they start talking to them. Oh, no. I believe English is not my piece of cake. The same they do with the stage. Oh, stage, all those staring eyes, I cannot do it. But your brain wants you to fail. Now, would you listen to your brain or stupid gut? Gut is also good. At times we have intuition, and then godly voice comes from intuition. But your gut, I don't know what sort of gut this is. You say the definition of gut feeling. Then you listen to this chatterbox, I must say. I'm really sorry. It has to be chatterbox. The evil voice inside your head. You listen to the chatterbox, don't speak English in front of better communicators, don't go on the stage. What if you make grammatical mistakes? What if this happens, that happens, that happens? Your brain wants you to fail. Why? Your brain always wants you to talk to new people, but you won't talk. Kyun? Because you are a pampered boy by the pampered family. So these pampered boys, they are good boys. They only score good marks. They get good colleges. They get good jobs. They get married. They have kids. There's nothing bad about it. But what about the real personality inside? Are they able to develop? I don't think so. Because they are pampered boys. Le beta, paratha khao. Don't face people, beta. You're a good boy. Desi ghee. There's nothing wrong in desi ghee. I also have desi ghee. I'm saying something else. You're pampered people. So when you actually face the real world, oh, ये क्या हो गया? ये तो मुझे सिखाया नहीं गया. I believe I'm flawed, I'm wrong. ऐसा ही होता है because nobody teaches you how to face the real world. They don't teach you in schools. They don't teach you in families. They only want to judge you on the basis of your marks or the good persona. Divyansh is a good guy. Beta, always be a good guy. Mom, what about the real world? Beta, Rocky sir will see that. Let him face all the challenges, all the hell. But you are a pampered guy. We have given you birth, given you clothes, given you education. That's a job. Our job is not personality development, beta. Rocky sir will take care of that, but people have no idea what happens to us. Whenever I reach home, Divyansh, every evening I want to hit my head with the wall. Why? कैसे लोगों से पाला पड़ा? That's okay. Let's come back. What our brain wants. Our brain wants us to fail regularly. Why? If we are failing regularly and if we are trying to improve on something, be it English, tabla, public speaking, anything in the world, then new neurochemicals are deployed. Look at the game of Mother Nature. This happens without your permission. आप तो permission दोगे नहीं ना, आप तो कहोगे नहीं मैंने नहीं करना. नए connection बने, are you crazy? नए connection? मैं तो वही रहूंगा पुराना बंदा. Are you crazy? My English sucks. हमेशा इसके लिए suck करेगी वो तो English. Are you crazy? No, but your brain wants you to improve because if you fail regularly, new neurochemicals are deployed in order to form new connections, and then slowly you become better at it. That's how you actually become better, by failing regularly. But you don't want to fail. You're waiting for that day. एक दिन आएगा when I'll be fantastic speaker. वो कब ऐसे कैसे आ जाएगा? Well, I've never seen a person कि एक दिन उसका ऐसा आ गया घर पे बैठे हो, the moment he came out, oh now I can win the world. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है. Because your brain wants you to fail. If you fail regularly, neurochemicals are deployed to form new connections. That's how this works. Look at the magic. Your brain wants you to fail every day, regularly. That's how you improve a language. Not only language, that's how you improve everything. Now here's the good news and bad news. Good news is neuroplasticity works like hell from 0 to 25. Sajad, I know you're over 25. I was also above 25 when I decided to transform myself. Don't worry, we are on the same page. From 0 to 25, neuroplasticity works like hell. After that, you need a little harder push. That's it. You need to push yourself harder. But it works. And this only works if you do not over-exhaust yourself. It means you need a break, a nap, a good sleep. Because new connections are only formed when you take a nap and when you're in deep sleep. जागते हुए नहीं होगा, right? Your brain needs rest. Neuroplasticity is one of the greatest discoveries we humans have discovered about human brain. And it's one of the greatest things I've read. Because the day I read about it, then I explored it, then I dug deeper, then I realized, oh my God, it's awesome, man. It's magical. Look at the game of this Mother Nature. Mother Nature wants you to fail. Your brain wants you to fail. But your society doesn't want you to fail. How will you improve? Because Mother Nature or neuroplasticity will show its effect if you fail. It means if you want to tackle your fear, if you want to improve your communication, you got to face it every day, and fail, no problem. Then come to your home, analyze, write on the notebook what all things I did right, what all things I did wrong, and why am I doing it wrong. Then practice it. Fail, practice. But if you quit, neurochemicals are never deployed. It's a simple game. I haven't designed it. This has been designed. I don't know by whom. Perhaps that the theological force. But this has been designed by someone. So if this has been designed by the teleological force, now you want to challenge teleological force. कि Almighty ने design किया, इसको भी challenge करूँगा, I'll quit. So if you keep quitting, then your brain will never form new connections, Tushar. Don't wait for the day that one day I'll improve my English. That day is today, my friend. That day is now. Okay, if you make grammatical mistakes, you make grammatical mistakes. That's absolutely fine. Okay, you're not getting a good job. That's okay. Keep trying, keep failing. Okay, you have stammering problem. How do we overcome it? The stammering. You think whenever you meet new people, right, and you feel uncomfortable, then the stammering comes back. So, universe is trying to give you a signal. My boy, face new people only. Every day, every week. What are you doing? Living in a comfort zone. You pampered kid. You just go to omelette wala guy and you go to gym and you do intraday trading. Right? You should be facing new people. Universe is trying to give you a signal. Whenever we are anxious, universe is trying to give us a signal. It's time to improve. So that's a good thing. You should be thanking universe, Muskan, that your teachers told you that, oh come on, look at your presentation or whatever they said. You should be thankful to them. I'm thankful to all those guys who actually ridiculed me. They said, this is not a piece of cake. I'm really thankful to them because I understood through them, universe was trying to communicate, man, this is time to achieve new level. So achieve it. But we do the latter. We don't do it. We quit. We think this is not my piece of cake. Please don't do it. Danish Kierkegaard, famous philosopher, Danish philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard, Danish philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard, he put it this way. He said, your anxiety is Janus phase phenomena. What is Janus phase? दो phase होते हैं. Right? The first phase is demonic phase. It means the more you run away from your anxiety, the more this wants to swallow you. The second one is actually a creative phase, creator. You should be following your anxiety. If you're anxious about something, you should be following it. If you're not anxious about anything, what is the charm of life? Like everything is comfortable, everything is fine with our life. Is this a life? I don't think this is a life. We should be anxious. Humans were able to discover so many things because they were anxious. In spite of this anxiety, they wanted to discover what's on the other side of a mountain. Let's explore. And because of this habit, because they followed their anxiety, we are here. Aren't you aware that famous incident that happened thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years back? How many thousand years back? I'm not sure. We used to live on trees. Some scientists believe. I don't believe. Okay. Some scientists believe we used to live on trees. So one day, we were in Africa. One day, there was a scarcity of food. Right? You understand? Scarcity of food. So we came on the land and we held a meeting. Ancient humans. I don't know whatever the language they were speaking, but I'm sure about one thing, they were not worried about English. Whatever the language they were speaking, papa, papa, gibberish, papa, papa, papa. Few of them decided to go deep inside the jungle and bring some food. Back then, we were eating raw meat. हम raw meat ही खाते थे, पका हुआ भी नहीं. Before fire, I'm talking about. And two of them went inside the jungle. To their luck, they found fresh zebra meat. Wow. They had some, they brought back some. It was scrumptious. अब नहीं अच्छा लगेगा raw zebra meat, but back then humans were eating such things only. Right? They had some, they brought back some. Everybody had and they loved it. They said it's scrumptious. Now everybody decided to go back. And the moment they went back, lion came. They were not that lucky this time. Lion came and killed one of the guys. All of them were really scary. क्योंकि बाकी तो चीजें थी ना, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, anticipation, lion would come again. They came back. Most of them decided they would never ever come back on the land again. They would go back to trees. But 5 of them, they decided otherwise. They said, okay, even if it's scary to live on the land is full of threats and wild beasts in the jungle of savannah, still we would live on the land and we would explore. And they decided to explore the land. Because of them, we are here. Otherwise, I don't know. What would we be doing? I have no idea. So it's better to follow your anxiety, not to run away from your anxiety. If you keep running away from your anxiety, this will swallow you forever. And this will kill you forever. In terms of personality. Gone. but you should be following it every day. The more you follow it, the better you do. Have you understood this much? Any questions about fears and anxiety? Muskan, any question? Amygdala, fight and flight, responsible, amygdala. Rest of the things, anticipation, prefrontal cortex. Part learned, part taught, part instinct. We all inherit fears. My father was a shy guy, so I inherited shyness from my father. It was very difficult for me to get rid of the shyness. Then slowly we became a bit shameless. कई बार ज़्यादा कर देते हैं, but that's fine. Right? That's okay with us. But remember, whenever you feel like quitting it, you're killing neuroplasticity. New connections will only be formed if you fail regularly. That's why I inspire people. I'm sorry, I'm against the education system wants you to be successful. It doesn't mean you have to fail intentionally. आता जाता fail हो गए. I'm not asking you to do that. But use your brain. पता चले राजन का सब speech ready है. He doesn't have any fear. Stage पे जाके जबरदस्ती कोई mistake कर दी. I'm not asking you to do that. All I'm asking you to try. You fail. Your brain loves it. Because slowly, I don't know when, maybe after a month or 6 months or 1 year or 5 years or 10 years, but your brain will understand this guy wants to do something. Neurochemicals are deployed, new one, to form new connections. Awesome, man. This is just next level game by Mother Nature. And I love it. That's how I use. In my case, my English was pathetic. I've been the product of government school, Desi family. So I'm speaking English. Nobody taught me. I developed myself by failing regularly. That's okay. By observing better communicators. By actually approaching better communicators, by talking to better people. Because you only become better by talking to better people. In terms of English, we want to go to the worst guy, जो हमसे भी खराब हो. Then we satisfy our ego. अपने ego को satisfy कर लेते हैं. Oh, I spoke 2 sentences. अरे his English actually उसकी तो और खराब थी. But since we are wearing a mask, we have been wearing a mask since childhood. जो हमें इज्जत बचानी है अपनी, जो सबने सिखाया इज्जत बचाओ, right? So we have to save our falsified respect जो हमारे mind में है. We want to protect it forever. उसके चक्कर में we don't learn many things. So don't do it.